My name is Janet Ochieng, counseling psychologist, PhD candidate. I love people. I love seeing young people grow. I love laughing. I love just smiling.
I'm Esau Buong, trained industrial chemist and a proud member of CWC.
Way! Okay. Daphne Odira. My profession is IT. I've majored in web development, anything to do with IT, but now I'm doing more of networking.
Mimi naitwa Nelson Mandela, Odhiambo. Mimi ni mwanabiashara. I run the family business, Leading Locks Limited. Tuna deal na mambo za security. Kama unajisikia vitu bulletproof, whatever, protect yourself, security doors, nini. I'm the guy. Part time, nafanyanga content creation. Facebook, YouTube, naitwa Chief Bazenga. Subscribe and click on that notification button as well.
Mary Mikali Kabun. Procurement and supply chain management is my profession. I work with CWC as the project coordinator.
My name is Michael Ndolo.
Wow.
I did statistics and programming at Kenyatta University. Currently, I'm an intern, a data analyst intern at Raptor Real Analytics.
My name is Washera Lynette Kabando. I'm a lawyer and an advocate in training currently.
Mimi naitwa Alfred Mutiso Jengo. Mimi ni photographer, huwa napiga picha part time na kuanga rider. Anything you in town naweza taka kutumana. I'm always there on time.
I'm Eunice Wanjiru Ndongo. I'm a project coordinator and facilitator for an NGO called Global Glow. It's based in California, USA, and yes, I'm the project coordinator for Kenya and 3 more countries in Africa. So that's my position, and among other things, this was in chini ya maji.
My name is Eliud Ochola. I'm a graphic designer. I do and major in commercial printing and basically creating content and helping small companies grow.
So what is mental health?
Or the state of your thoughts and mind. State of
It's how healthy your mind is.
Mental health is stability of the mindset.
So where do we draw the line between somebody who is healthy and somebody who is not healthy?
For me, I think it's based on if you're used to doing something individually in a way everyone knows or you know, then you do something else. Then guys will question, like you said, you wake up in the morning and then, let's say you're used to waking up, brushing your teeth, dressing, going to work. And then you wake up, you go to work, brush your teeth, you do things the opposite. Then that someone would be like, hako sawa. Because they're so used to you doing something in a certain way, so when you do it in another way, they'll be like, hayuko sawa.
Does that qualify you to be in a deficit of mental well-being?
No.
Because you've just alternated. 1 plus 3 is 4. 3 plus 1 is still 4. And so when I do it the other way around, I am looked at as if I have alternated behavior and therefore I am not right in my mind. Can you measure happiness?
No. I think for me, what I can say a healthy mind is the state of being present. Like you're aware of things that you're doing, you're aware of the choices and decisions that you make, and so being present makes you have clear judgment as well. So for me, I think I can judge if someone has mental health is okay in terms of whether they are present. If they are lost in their thoughts for a long period of time, I think they have undealt issues that they need to consider for them to have a clear mind.
She said it.
Yes.
She said it, doesn't she? Because, I say personally, how I know I'm not okay is when I'm overthinking things, I'm not able to leave my bed. Or even when I leave my bed, I'm not able to complete all the tasks I'm supposed to do. And sometimes it's not the big things. It's something as small as eating.
Yes.
The day is going to pass and someone asks you, oh, have you eaten? You're like, oh my God, I forgot you're supposed to do that. And you know what's disturbing you, you know you're not okay, but you still need to move on with your life. But you're not present in your mind, you're in your thoughts. What if? You're not living in the now. We are dealing with the issues now.
So can we say that people can be temporarily mentally ill?
Yes.
For sure. From what is being said, you can simplify mental health to simply concentrating. Yes, like whatever she said, just being present, and whatever Washira also said.
What are the causes of mental health?
So what are the causes? What causes you not to even wake up and feed yourself?
Trauma,
Yes.
Anxiety,
stress,
not being happy.
Laziness.
Being tired.
Being tired, yes. So things like being tired, you're able to rejuvenate your energy. This will determine how healthy you are. Because if you're not able to rejuvenate your energy as soon as you feel I can do it, then there is a bigger problem. Then that's now where we now get to maybe anxiety, depression, and then we get those disorders. Because just being tired is normal. If you overwork yourself, you overwork your brain, you should be able to rejuvenate as quickly as possible.
Some people might suffer mental issues in terms of just trying to prove yourself, to fit in. We are working so hard so that we can fit in, or you're trying to prove your friends or your colleagues that, the social class. The social class has really affected most of our youth. And then something else that brings about mental issues is, I think, social media. People are running in to be like the people they see on Instagram, and yet you forget that these people have had a journey to get where they are. So you're trying to eat the kind of fruits somebody who has 12 for 20 years, and you've just started. So you're trying to fit in into your friends, and then when it doesn't happen, you fall back and you start blaming yourself. And I was just thinking of how much God laughs at us. Like, you've planned, I'm going to buy a car by October, I'm going to buy a plot of land. You already have a strategy for everything. Then God just looks at you and like, look at her. She's struggling so hard to get the things that I've already planned for her, but she does not understand it's not her time yet. Then when you don't accomplish those goals, you start blaming yourself. Yeah. So I think people should appreciate the fact that God says He has a greater plan for us, and it's a plan for prosperity. So if people just learn to let go and let God into it, I think we shall have reduction into mental issues.
In my opinion, which sounds funny, having an opinion over the Bible, but not over, but like, God, you know what I'm going through. You know where my heart is, you know where my mind is, you know why I'm stressing. Just make it go away. I mean, if sometimes, okay, as human beings, I think, personally for me, when I go down on my knees to pray to God about something that's disturbing me, I almost expect it to be gone instantly. And when it doesn't go instantly, I am like, okay, so I'm supposed to suffer, or what's the whole plan? And then you remember that timing is a thing. God says yes, no, and wait. Wait is so hard.
After you know.
Accept it. Let me tell you. Wait is okay. Accepting the no, because it's probably something you really want.
How do you know you've been told no?
You can feel it.
You get
Red flags, like you can. They're all these warning signs. But how do you differentiate a warning sign that this is not the time, and a warning sign that this is not me?
For me, I realize when God says no, for me, I get peace about that. I just get total peace about it.
How do you know the no?
That's what I'm saying. For me,
Or you get peace.
Yes.
Listen,
Wait.
you get peace. Like you're okay with it.
God is talking to us in a very special way. Are we ready to listen? Are we ready to listen to those nitty-gritty? No, you cannot have a Mercedes before you have a house. No, you cannot have a Mercedes before you get married. No, you cannot have a Mercedes. And you are just there for, where are you going to park this Mercedes?
Is it a wrong prayer?
It's not a wrong prayer, but
You might
it's
pray
not a
for
wrong prayer. But are you prepared for it? So you have to clean up the old for you to replace
the new.
with the new. So for you to have faith, you have to pray when you're in an environment that you have been prepared to receive what God is bringing to your life.
You know, you can be in the right position for you to receive your blessing, but then God just wants to test you. He's just like, you know what, you're ready, okay, ni sawa, lakini acha tuweke ikuwe next year January, uone utafanya nini.
Now that is the waiting season.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So he'll just test your faith and patience.
You can use this way, okay?
So he will tell you, you're ready, prepared, and you're waiting for me to bless you, but then let me see if you will still be able to wait and still trust me before I give you that car. Let me just give you the time. You're prepared, ni sawa tuka time. But let me just give you the time to see if you'll still be like, kama inipei ni gari ni sawa, acha ikae. Yeah. So ikisema hivyo anaiteka until you learn how to be grateful.
I'm still stuck up on that story before you bring in the new, you need to clear out the old, because it resonates with me in so many aspects. Like it's mind blowing, and sometimes you think. Let me tell you. Let me just go to the hot topic. Since I'm on the hot seat. So, those of us who are still on Facebook, that's where you keep in touch with your old high school mates, old primary mates. Every time I open my Facebook, someone got married. I'm like, someone is pregnant. These are people I was in school with. You're either 1 year ahead of me, or in the same class, or you are behind me. So I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, wow, people are taking this life thing seriously. I mean, in my mind, I'm still a baby. I'm still over here thinking of, oh my God, does this person still like me? Over the slightest thing. People are praising their families at this age and time. And you start thinking that, okay, so maybe I'm not blessed yet. Maybe I'm not. Maybe there's something, my blessing has not come. But you have so much baggage that you've not dealt with. You have so many things you've not dealt with. So you're the one blocking your own blessing. You need to deal with all that to be able to move forward. Because maybe God has already blessed you, but you can't see it because you're so stuck up on your past experiences, stuck up on overthinking. What if? What if it doesn't end up well? Or what if it actually does? So that story of clearing out your
But
own,
when do you know when to clear up? And how do you know? And how
when
do
it's
you do it?
exhausting,
You feel it.
you do the
You
work.
feel it.
Somebody was cracking a joke by saying everybody introduced themselves as being single. But when you look at the trend and the things at the back, everyone has a boyfriend and a girlfriend. So why are they not getting married? These boyfriends and girlfriends.
When you're dating someone, deep down, there's usually a voice that is telling you,
Oh,
this is
yes.
the person.
Oh,
Let me
that's
tell
what
you,
I'm gonna
there's a
That
voice.
is not the one.
Let me
Let
tell you.
me tell you something. I can say this for a fact. I'm in character development.
At what point do you realize that this
Amesema
person
when you
is
realize, amesema you give this person a chance, right? You umeona kama anaweza. Then it reaches a point unaona hawezi.
No, but chance
You
ni when
run.
you're dating or when you're married.
Thank you, Mama.
This
This
is
is when
No,
look,
that is why you have the courtship season.
You know, that's why I'm
you.
asking.
That is
when
why
And
they
that's
have
why
the
you have a
courtship
list of
season.
standards.
Thank you.
There you go, thinking.
Don't attack me.
Tell them.
I always say enjoy your seasons.
Mandela
When you're
was-
a girlfriend, be a girlfriend, don't be a wife.
Yeah.
When you're a fiance, be that. When you're a wife, you'll do those wifey duties until you wish for a break.
There is a voice that is within you
That
that
speaks
tells
to
you,
you.
and that's why that's how you pick up the
And
red
it's
flags.
never lies.
And it's never wrong.
Yeah.
And you know when you know, you know.
You
Sometimes
know.
you don't even have to be dating this
And even
person.
as ladies, we always know.
When you
Even
know,
the
you
first
know.
year, you'll know this thing will not go far.
But kichwa ngumu.
But the first 6 months of your relationship, that's what my mom told me.
You will
Love with your head, with your mind. Juu na mind yako inaweza snap ukipata idea ingine. Unasahau hiyo. Ukienda kuwa fiance, you put one leg inside, one leg outside because bado unatafuta tu rada vile. Unaenda aje?
No, yeah,
Dating is
because
important.
The day you say I do, rusha ile iko nje ndani na uvumilie. I'll take you home. I'll serve you food. then nitajitoa nitakuacha na madhi.
Okay.
My mom akiniambia no. Unaona vile umetoka nje ya gate ndio kwa heri.
Is there a possibility that your mother could be wrong?
Yes. At what point do you put yourself and say, this is the opinion that I'm going to follow? Liwe liwali.
You know it deep inside you.
Unajua, of course, kuna ile kalongolongo. Bado ni ile mchanga, nini, hiyo stage. Which mnaambiwa enjoy that stage.
Eliud, tell show. Ya kabla uingie kwa relationship lazima ujina huko.
Yeah, it's true.
You must
That's
know
true.
yourself.
Yeah.
You must know yourself. As a man, self.
You need after
Character
character.
You must be self-aware.
Hata si after character development. Unajua zingine ile makosa utafanya kama kijana. Umemwona udema hapo unaona vizuri. Zingine unajua tu unaenda kumwestia time. Even your mind tells you that. You just have to, you must know yourself first. Identify yourself as a man. This is who I am. Ukijipeleka kujipresent pale nje, udema anajua ni aje, what you're saying.
This is a whole
This is, I'm going to submit to this.
But you see, a lot of women protect their men. A man can be beating you in the house, but ukitoka pale nje, that man ni mzuri.
And that's why I was saying, that's someone's reality. Though ukiingia hapo kusema I do ujue, if he does not change these behaviors, I can still deal with it.
Yeah.
If you're sure you cannot deal with those behaviors,
So that's talk about your finances. Talk about how many children you'll want to have. Talk about what you want to
What
settle.
if you don't have that character of talking?
If you cannot talk your mind, then you must know how to communicate.
Yes.
And someone once told me that in a world of today, whereby you can be anything, the best you can be is just be yourself. So to avoid all these disappointments, I can say, be you.
Yeah.
Usione dem ama boy, and then you start pretending in a different way.
marriage is not just about love. I'm not married, but I think I have friends who are married, and I learn. Marriage is not about love. There's so much more. Most married people are suffering from mental health issues.
Yeah.
But they don't talk. Especially menajua sisi wadada tunaongeaga kutemea moshene chama. That is why for us sometimes mtu anaweza toka home amekasirika arudi ana smile and you wonder
Umeenda soko ukachapa mdomo.
wanaume cheni kujikaza.
No, unajua
It is okay.
This thing
It is
should be
okay
nurtured
to say.
from birth. Unajua zingine si tulikuwa tunaambiwa tu kweli.
Usilie kama
Mwanaume ati unaenda kulilia brother wako hapo
cry.
yangu manzelewa janiongelea. What are you going to say?
No, because you're a human being. You have
Exactly.
feelings.
That is now. But you see, sisi vile tuko sahi, most guys, let me tell you the truth. Umefika tu pale kidogo, you can see that your boy is really suffering. Whether we have those cases, your boy is suffering with the chick. But then you try to tell him, bro, no manzi yako choreo story.
Relax.
Hakuna kuongea.
Hiyo story choreo. Alafu ile game ile daily kwa hiyo story. So but I feel that if you start telling, if you start teaching this thing to kids when they are younger, you tell a guy that it's okay to open up, it will be easier.
It's okay to feel.
Lakini
It's okay to feel.
It's okay to cry.
But we have different personalities, unaona. So kuna ile mtu ukimwambia hii in that direct way, ana feel offended and things like that, ataanza kudown. So how do you tell them?
I like that.
Oh, it is how you
say it. Sema kwapa zako zinanuka. Sasa amekuja huku anakuja. Sasa ni girlfriend wangu, wewe toka huko kuje haraka. Na utembee ni kama hey, hi, how are you? Unachoma. Angalia uso yangu. So, how do you think I should tell her about her?
Baby girl, kwani leo mwaga ka sewage?
Yes, tell us.
Sit her down at home.
Not in public.
At home. Hi babe, so now I think you have a bit of BO, body odor, and maybe we can do something about it. Maybe change your self-care routine, get better products, and just, you know, if you need to trim or wax or whatever it is that you do, I think you need to do it more often.
Kuna mtu unaweza mwendea hivyo, aseme guy, aone vibaya, but kama ni mtu wa kujoke, joke about it, then be like, and yeah, for real, I was actually being serious. We can be using deodorant. Now we give her options, this smells like this like this. If someone's like, for example, their breath stinks, yeah, and this is after they brush, you can say, by the way, this is what I usually feel when you talk to me. do you think there could be a problem? Do you need to see the doctors and nini? Because maybe there's some issues, maybe kunuka kwake si kupenda kwake, unaona. So there's a way you can also communicate to someone.
Is there a possibility that you'll do all that but still they get offended?
Yes.
So hold on, don't answer. Yes, Papa, you're saying something.
Mi nilikuwa nafikiria kama ni hiyo story na kunuka na nini, unamwambia ile wakati yako sawa. Ile kama una feel nini ya kumwambia, unamwambia ile time yenye una feel ako sawa na anuki, unamwambia napenda sana ukinuka hiyo, ukiwa hivyo kama saa hivi leo uko.
Yes.
Kama umenyoa hizo makopa
Sawa.
uko sawa.
But sasa depression inakujaje ama mental health inakujaje when the society has put up standards of which everyone has to live? Siku ubaya. Kuna ile standard ya every girl has to be
Standard
Coca-Cola
operating
bottle.
procedures.
Si ndio? Lazima kila dem akue hivi.
Chupa ya
But
Fanta.
you see now, that's why unapata watu wana body shamiwa. And through body shaming, it becomes mental health. You start, because now, me, I'll give an example. I used to have something on my chin. Look at me now. I was very depressed for 7 good years. I used to be confident. Yani ningekuwa therefore kudance pale hata kana napatiwa big G. Sweetie, you know those jokes that he, but when I started having that growth, even my mental health, even the way I would think. Number 2, I would not do the things I love, like dancing, or even when I'm talking to someone, I would not be confident. Yet deep down, I want to express myself. So your notion ya a girl should be like this or a man should be like this inafanya watu wako na mental issues. And I think nimespoil mood. You said things are just
People are resonating with them.
you know, so for me that destroyed my mental health for 7 years, and people did not understand Bona Daphne amechange, but someone else would not understand that. But to me, it destroyed me internally, completely internally, and it even destroyed other aspects of my life. In terms of even dressing, I would dress in big, until I'm trying to let go of that. But now I'm like, I don't care if guys can see, because now you see it's a small scar. But that's something that I can work with. It's not like the big thing that there's photos we might show, but if I dealt with that, coming out of it is going to be hard, because already it messed up with my mind.
For me, I have learned to appreciate my journeys and the flaws I have and the things that happen to me. For me, every scar I have on my body, whether it was from childhood or nimegongo pale kwa mlango, I treasure every scar on my body, because it reminds me of those times. It reminds me of how far I've come from. So I treasure every scar and I treat them like just the bumps on my journey. Like it was just a little thing, then it went away. About body shaming, for me, I always take it like if someone comes and body shames you, they are uncomfortable with themselves at first. That is why they cannot appreciate you. You cannot give out what is not inside you. So if someone comes and tells you, for me, I get it, I'm too fat, and even like one mother told me that I'm too fat and I'm not married and I don't have kids. I should look slimmer. Then when I get kids, I should start getting as fat as I am.
Yeah,
That's
a big shame I went through.
And I didn't even shake. In fact, I just looked at her and I told her, oh, that is your perspective of being fat. I'm just so proud of my body and I can't do anything about it, because this is who God has made me to be. And I'm very comfortable with my body as it is. If it's not bothering me, whatever other people say does not hit me. It just passes like the wind passes.
But you see,
So you need to just speak positive affirmations to yourself.
But you know it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard, and I've been there, because I was a very big kid when I was in primary and in high school, and people could call me names, and it really took a toll on me until one day my mom was like, "You're beautiful just as you are," and I think Mary can justify. I used to wear big. I had never in my life put on a trouser until I finished campus, because of what people used to say. You're too fat and you're 13 years old. yeah, and then it hits you at that young age. And I grew up knowing that I'm a fat kid, you know, until one day I was like, I think I have the body that people desire. So for me, every day I have a very big mirror in my house. Every day I wake up and it's just right next to my bed. I wake up in the morning, I look at myself with my sexy night dress and I tell myself, Eunice, you are beautiful just as you are. No matter what people tell you, it does not change you. It should not affect your self-esteem. Just embrace who you are. Love yourself, because that is the only way you can enjoy this life. People have been given a mouth to talk whatever they choose to talk. And you have no power to tell somebody don't say these things to certain people. People say bad things out here. Wow. But what do you take?
Take heart.
Bazoo.
What do you choose to take? Chuja vitu na like the way you just sieve chi. Exactly. Sieve people's words like that. Like, yeah? And then if it comes to your friends, I don't have friends that I can say they are my closest friends. I have friends who used to tell me, you talk a lot. I know I talk a lot. But yes, I know I talk a lot. But that is just me. If you can't love me for that, then I'm done with you. And I had friends who could criticize me, but I used to laugh about it with them, and then I go cry. And then I got tired of crying. And I decided I'll carry all my friends with a kiondo on my back. One of them the kiondo imejaa sana, then unatembea zinaenda zikianguka. That is how I carry my friends. If you're not for me, out of my kiondo.
Yes.
And I move on with my life. And every stage of your life, God will give you people for that season.
People are seasonal.
Yes.
Not everyone is forever.
Yes.
Kabisa, hakuna mtu wa forever. So be comfortable. Be comfortable with letting go. Let go of those people. Let go of those things. Treat your scar. It will always remind you of the journey, the 7 years journey, how you felt about it and how strong you came on the other side of the tunnel. So be proud of it.
Mostly I can say I'm pressure for life. Yeah, life. So I don't know, but at times it helps me because you see your classmates or your people you went to school with. Some of them are married, they have cars, they have what. So you also feel like I'm not doing much actually in life. So it can be a good thing. I can say that is what other people do the most, but at times it helps me when I become critical of myself. So I say I can't do better. So it just pushes me to try.
I can do better. That's the word. Yeah. You can do better.
I've been told by many people, mi upenda mtu kama movie.
Love as you will, because you can't give something that you don't really have it yourself.
Lakini mbegu yako inaenda wapi? Hiyo kufungulia watu flowers.
Hiyo ni bare minimum. Let me tell you.
But bare minimum what?
Lakini hizo bare minimum pia zinabamba to some extent.
Yeah, it's okay. But because you do that doesn't mean, oh my God, thank you, umefungua bill mpya. Labda kuna sector zingine una fail na hujui.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ni do tu. See, I had a story in a do. I think again another problem that maybe I've been choosing people who have really expensive tastes. Really expensive. No. Lakini if it is treating someone right, hapo hakunanga shida. That one my dad taught me from the beginning. So a lady was treated well. Lakini the people you meet out here.
I think people should normalize treating people right even though they don't have money.
And that is why you'll find some of these men have different occasions. Maybe because the one that he really loves and really wants really does not appreciate them. Na sisi wasichana, we've become so accustomed to having things being given to us, we don't want to give back. The reason why people are going to depression, which is mental health, is because I'm sleeping in bed, I'm like, guy, my mother wants children. Sina bwana hata.
Wazazi. No, how about
Wazazi.
My mother wants children, but then I don't want children.
Yes.
And that's why
maybe my mother wants me to get married,
but I don't want to get married.
You should have conversations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Alikuwa anaongea kuhusu mental health.
Depression.
But now depression comes if you don't communicate.
Have a conversation. Let your parents know.
How do you cope with mental disorders?
Find someone to talk to. Sleep and cry. You?
I was saying find help.
Find help.
And just keep quiet and meditate.
I stress it and then
Other people travel to new environments.
Those are now disorders.
And if it
Those
goes
are
to the worst,
disorders.
That's a
rehab.
disorder.
There's food disorder,
Okay.
sleep disorder, mood disorder, sex disorder. There's a hormone called dopamine. Dopamine is found around the frontal head here. That is what makes you happy. If you don't have it, that's why you find some people they frown a lot. And when they frown, it shows here. So that hormone, when it is lacking in you, then you are not happy. So some people derive happiness with sex.
We already know that people are going through mental health. But we clearly how to deal with it. No maana unapata most of end results ni suicide. Ama some people go mad. You know, there's some people who actually go mad because of being stressed and depressed.
Yeah.
Unapata tu kichwa inatik. Men, you can cry.
Anytime.
It's okay to cry.
It's okay to
You
cry.
have tears.
Why did you feel depressed for 7 years? Yet you're that lady who, if that glass is bad, you just say that glass is bad. But
It's something, for me it was physical, and it's something that everyone would pick it out because ni kitu imetoka kwa your appearance and it makes you feel like guys, si watu wanaiona. Nika ukiwa na sisi mademu ukiwa na pimple ya periods, oh my god, unaweza tembea hivi. Na
CWC is a baby. We are nurturing it to become a household name, whereby when anyone feels he needs someone to talk to, we are the people to go for. You can contact CWC through various platforms. The website is www.cwc.co.ke. You can also reach us through Instagram page. There's Facebook. There's Twitter. There's also LinkedIn. Yes, and there's also, you can be able to contact us through various numbers that will be shown down on the screen.